Hi viewers, welcome back in Advanced Lecture Series. Today we are going to discuss about global affairs. The topic that we have selected has become very common, COVID-19. COVID-19 is actually the acute respiratory syndrome which has become a bone of contention for 3 to 4 months, and it has become a global issue as well. Such type of pandemics are nothing new because these are also the part of history as well, like Spanish flu, Asian flu, Hong Kong flu. These are some pandemics from the historical events that occurred and devastated the globe very badly. Almost millions mortalities were there due to these pandemics. So COVID-19 that was Wuhan oriented, started 2 to 3 months ago, has aggravated the situation of the globe very badly. Next we will try to discuss that due to this COVID-19 the new world order has been going to be changed. It seems like that some speculations and some expert views are there that the world order will be changed from unipolar to multipolar, maybe bipolar, or sometimes maybe mix of multi to bipolarity as well. Next is the global response to tackle this situation. If we see the global response for that pandemic, we can see the Beijing response, because these are the global players, and the Washington response. Beijing covered the issue very smoothly. They limitize the affected space and created many obstacles for moving, and they cover the paper very smoothly, and they control it very fluently, and strong response was there from the Beijing side. But the Washington undid the situation, and the Trump administration didn't tackle it accurately, and there was many devastating role from the administration. Due to this reason, huge loss was there in Washington, as we can visualize the facts that almost 500,000 people were killed, and the global cases from the Washington were very in huge numbers as well. What was the reason that this global unipolar power after World War II has failed badly to tackle the situation? There were many factors, because sometime we can say that it was a bad response from the administration, Trump administration, who didn't take the stern actions, who take it at smoothly, and didn't take focus on the issue, and the pandemic spread very badly in the Washington as well. So now we comes that how the world failed to tackle the this pandemic. What were the root causes that the world players didn't tackle the situation very fluently, and this pandemic spread very fluently across the globe, very and much mortalities were there. There were several reasons, as you can say, some blind spots across the system of the globe that became the major reason behind the pandemic. First of all, the leadership crisis. Leadership crisis seems to be dwindling, because no one seems to be take the first mover advantage in order to solve the pandemic, and no one was there across the map of the world to tackle this pandemic. So it seems the leadership crisis were very prominent. Second was the weak institutions. Washington was well known for its writ on the well-established setup of the institutes like United Nations, World Health Organizations, NATO, and some types of these influential institutes. But the global role of these institutions seems to be diminishing. Like United Nations has failed badly to implement its stern policies in order to avoid this global emergency, and like World Health Organization's role are also seem to be based on biasness. Like many speculations are there that its tilt is towards the Beijing as well. So global institutions has failed badly in order to tackle this situation, in order to take precautionary measures, in order to implement its valuable policies. Third one is the power competition. As we know that there is two major players like Beijing and Washington. The power competition and tug of war, like trade war and 5G war, is obvious on the globe. Due to this power tussle, the issue that is become worldwide spread has become a bone of contention and a serious threat to the whole globe. Next one, the factor which is the global integration. Global institutes seem to be scattered. They are not on the same page in order to avoid this emergency situation. They look like based on nepotism for their own personal interests, for their own personal goals. So global integrations is also a major factor behind not tackling this pandemic smoothly. Next one is the global agenda behind the pandemic. There are many research reports on the internet. There are many speculations as well that this was a pre-planned, or sometimes it can be imagined that it is manipulated at its some type of sort of weapon that has been spread due to some personal goals. So what if we see if these speculations are right in their views, that what will be the global agenda? I have extracted some points on the research reports and many different scholars, different valuable scholars who sected their work and this pandemic COVID-19. The global agenda, if you see, first one is the centralized control of information. And even 201 simulation from the World Economic Forum with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This event was occurred with the help of World Economic Forum, Bill and Melinda Foundation. It totally focused on the centralized control of the information. World is going to transform and centralized system is going to be developed on the globe in order to tackle all the situation, in order to grab all the personal interest by making the system centralized and going to be simply one transaction rule across the globe. Second one was is cashless agenda. transhumanism, cashless agenda, totally focus on the transhumanism, single transaction, single human transaction in the whole globe. It is some type of automated economy. Recently adopted from the Beijing as well. We can see also from the past events. Third one is the mandatory vaccination. Beijing first applied this agenda of mandatory vaccination in their national event, and they applied this mandatory vaccination very compulsory to all its citizens. So from the events it is very obvious and crystal clear that mandatory vaccination is the global agenda, and there are some personal interests behind this mandatory vaccination in order to control the human beings. When will they implant the vaccine, there are some certain facts which we can understand very easily, because they have some personal interest as well to control the human beings, and implement their own personal interest. Next one is the digital identification plus microchipping. Some sort of digital identification process has been there, and microchipping is also quite obvious to transplant in the human beings for some personal goals as well, like Bill Gates ID 2020. This agenda is very obvious in order to for some personal goals as well. Next one is population control is also the obvious cause in this agenda. After pandemic COVID-19, population control is also the major focus. DNA harvesting, obviously, to extract and implement and insert some type of fluid in the human beings to replicate the DNA is also some point of concern. Next one is the economic destruction. Due to this COVID-19, economic destructions have aggravated the situation as well. As we can see, the Daily Wager group has been affected very badly. In this economic discussion, obviously there are some personal motives of some global players as well, which can impact the countries very badly, and globalized world will be obviously will be diminished from this tilt. Next one is the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is also the major concern of this agenda. Machine will replace the human beings, as we can see in the China as well. In the tug of war of 5G, their Huawei-based company has implemented 5G technology, and they have Beijing has installed many workstations in their Wuhan base, which is also known as epicenter of the economic hub. They have installed many equipments in the Wuhan to control the artificial intelligence, and also the automated economy based on 5G technology. It's all going on because a spread of a wind of 5G technology is on the way in order to control the globe. So China is very obviously trying to tackle the situation and grab the 5G technology and get the first mover advantage as well. Okay, this was some previous historical pandemics, global reasons, response. We also discussed about the global response, like China stunned response, Washington late response, and they failed badly. The rate of the global institutions to tackle this pandemic as well. We also discussed about the global agenda. There were also 4 to 6 points of global agenda, like centralized control of information, cashless agenda, like mandatory vaccination, digital identification versus microchipping, in order to apply this in human beings, to control the human beings and control the hub centralizedly. And like last one is the artificial intelligence and tug of war of 5G. These are the agendas after this COVID-19 pandemic, which is very crystal clear, which could be the possible factors behind this post-pandemic. Now, what will be the end? New world order. Because first it was the unipolarity of the Washington, hegemony was sustained, but now it seems dwindling. New world order seems to be quite obvious on the globe as well, due to these changing factors, and it also seems the robust response of the China, that it will remain the global player. It will maintain its hegemony on the globe, and they will tackle the situation of the whole globe and will rule over the world. Inshallah, in the next upcoming lectures, we will try to explore some more events. We will try to cover some uncovered dimensions of the global politics as well. Stay tuned with us. Thank you very much.